Mmm. Mmm. It's really good. Welcome to the first episode of What is Cooking with the Bodyhittrainers. And today we're going to be making my famous brownie recipe, which is actually gluten-free, lactose-free, and grain-free. But before we're going to start, you're going to make sure you're going to set up your ingredients first. Now that your ingredients are set up, we're going to be starting with making the brownies. First thing you're going to do is set your oven, my oven is down here, to 180 degrees. If you're working with Fahrenheit, you're going to put it at 356 degrees. Then, after, I'm going to get my list out, we're going to be starting with the chocolate. So first, you're going to get a little pan like this. You fill it up with a little bit of water, not all the way up, because otherwise it's going to boil over. So make sure it's like a little more than a quarter. So not half, but just a little less than a half. Then I'm going to boil this because I'm going to make my chocolate melt first. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to use a little pan like this as well. I'm going to put this over here and you're going to put all your chocolate in there. All you need to do, you need to wait till it's melting, and afterwards we're going to add our butter in as well, and then we're going to make the other mixture as well. Okay, we're going to make the other mixture in the meantime that we're waiting for chocolate, so we don't have to wait for both of them. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your eggs, and I'm just going to pour it in here, which I use my automatic hand mixer, so I don't have to do anything actually. You can also use a hand mixer that you have to use, well, by hand obviously, or a whisk if you don't have one. It's just I did a lot of baking in my time, and every time I just got better stuff, so eventually, because I did a lot of baking and a lot of cooking, it saves me a lot of time to just turn it on and just wait for it to be done. So just to show you, so the eggs and the sugar are just like this, and we're going to make sure it's going to be double the size, yeah? So you're going to put it on high speed, or if you have your whisk, it's going to be high speed for your hands, and otherwise high speed for the hand mixer that you have. So I can see my chocolate is melting a little bit now, so I'm just going to add in the butter, and I use plant-based butter, which is actually made out of olive oils, so your water, sunflower, and more seeds as well. So everything 100% vegetal. I used to use coconut oil actually, but I tend to find that my brownies are tasting a little bit more coconutty, which is fine. It's really good still because I really love them with the original recipe. It's just with this one, it's gonna be more, the coconut's gonna wash away and it's gonna be like more chocolatey today, yeah? Okay, my chocolate is done now. So what I did in between, I just turned my heat down because as soon as your water boils, you can just turn it down and your pan is going to be hot anyway, so it still keeps melting. I'm just going to put this on top of it here, and I'm going to use one of these guys. If you don't have a small one, just use the big one. That's fine as well. Let me just turn this off because I don't need the water anymore. You can use it for tea if you want to. Now I'm just going to add my cacao powder in here. I'm going to use a spoon. Just to make sure everything blends in evenly and there are no lumps in your cacao as well. As most of you maybe know or maybe not know, cacao has a lot of health benefits. So I was looking over all the health benefits. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to say all of these because it's way too much. But basically, cacao is a superfood because it contains a lot of good vitamins, minerals that we need. It's rich in antibiotics. It's amazing for your skin. And it also tends to help with your mood, to bring you in a better mood. So yeah, that's maybe why we feel a little bit better when somebody hands us a piece of chocolate. Of course, not for everyone, but some of us, you know who you are, definitely will get in a better mood if somebody comes with some chocolate. Now, just so you don't get the wrong idea, so when I'm talking about all these health benefits, we're talking about pure cacao. So if you want to enjoy all these health benefits, best is, of course, to put them in your smoothie or maybe add to your pancakes. You can maybe add some sprinkled cacao to your pancakes. I love yogurt, but I don't eat dairy. So I have my almond yogurt, and you can just put in a scoop of cacao in your natural yogurt. There are of course many more options, but these are just the ones I can think about of. Now just blend this in with your chocolate paste. So it looks like this. And make sure it's all smooth. Just gonna turn this one on, it's not done yet. No, it's not done yet, almost though. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you that for this brownie recipe, you can do it without, you can do it with a lot of different variations. But today I'm using walnuts, which are very good for the brains, if you were wondering why they're shaped like a brain. So I'm just going to cut them up and just put, this is a bag of 200 grams. I'm just going to break some in my chocolate mixture and just blend them in together. And at the same time that this is still doing its job. Okay, I'm going to show you. Look, so this is how it's supposed to look. Nice and foamy. Like this. Nice and foamy. Now I'm just going to put my chocolate mixture in there and I'm just going to stir it very gently. And it is dripping. And that's it. Okay, now that everything is blended, it looks something like this. And I'm just gonna grab my baking paper. So I use a tin baking mold, which is 23.5 centimeters wide. You can use whichever one you like, basically. Just make sure the baking paper is nicely pressed inside. When you pour it in, you can also reach the corner. And I use my baking paper just because when I get it out of the oven, I just put this aside. I'm done. My tin mold is basically almost clean, so it's really easy to clean, which saves a lot of time cleaning as well. So I'm just going to pour this in so you can see. Even it out. Now, something you may not know about this recipe is when I started baking, I used to make very unhealthy baking recipes. And what I mean by that is I used to use wheat flour, sugar, milk. I used to use all of that until I learned about nutrition, and then everything changed drastically. So this is a recipe that was made with wheat flour, no, not with wheat flour, with sugar and butter, and just by replacing a few of these ingredients, I get even a better result. Plus, the taste is amazing. I cannot even actually tell the difference if I'm using unhealthy products than healthy one. It's just that my body is telling the difference because I feel way better after eating this than if I would eat with dairy. Then also this recipe used to have a lot of sugar in it. I cut that more than in half because I'm doing less than it used to be. And I'm gonna try it one time as well with honey. If I'm gonna try it with honey, I will try to test it out first, and then I'm gonna let you guys know if we can do it with honey and how much honey, because honey, of course, has way more health beneficials than white sugar. So that's actually the only bad thing that is still in this brownie. Obviously, this is way healthier than an actual brownie, so I hope this just helps you get something for your sweet tooth without feeling too guilty to eat it. That's it, guys. So look, it's all nice and smooth. Everything is just layered here. I'm just gonna pop it in the oven for 25 minutes, and then I'm gonna see if it's good, because it depends on what oven you have. Some have more stronger ovens, so if you have a stronger oven, I think 25 minutes is fine. Otherwise, you can still do it till 30 minutes, and afterwards, I'm just gonna let it cool. And then my secret is to put it in the fridge, because this is when it gets hard and has that amazing structure. Yeah, so first put it in the oven, make sure it's in the middle, and just set your timer. I'm gonna set it to 25 minutes, and then in 25 minutes I'm gonna be back to check on it. So see you then. Okay, so I'm gonna share a very important tip with you, which is after I took the brownies out of the oven, I took it very gently by the baking paper, and then I put it on something like this, something that is heat protected, to let it cool off faster. Then I rinse my tin to make sure it cools off immediately, and then after my brownies are cooled off, I put it back in the tin, and then I put it back in the fridge. That way it cools off way faster, and then you can enjoy your brownies quicker, of course. Okay, so my buzzer went, it's 25 minutes later. I'm gonna get the brownie out of the oven. We're gonna see if it's good. First, I'm gonna put something on here, which helps for the heat. That's really nice. Let me show you. So you know when your brownie is done, when the top part is just firm like this, and the inside is still a little bit soft, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna let the brownie cool off completely, then you're gonna put it in the fridge for a couple of hours. If you wanna eat it today, it's gonna be approximately like 4, maybe 5 hours till it really firms. So what I normally do is I make it a day prior. So I make it now, and then the next day it's gonna be perfect to eat. So now it's just waiting. Okay, so for me it's the next day. I'm gonna see how the brownies turned out. Are you coming? The whole fridge already smells like brownie. Smells really good. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna grab something to cut on. Looks really nice. Let's see, I don't think we're gonna eat this with a fork though. So look, this is the end result. Look. So it's not that thick, actually. I even have on the other side, it's even thinner, which is good. Let me see. It smells amazing, guys. It's really good. It's like a real brownie. It actually is like a real brownie. Of course, you don't have to forget to feed your crew. Very important. So let's see what he thinks. And? Good?
Delicious.
Very important to feed all the members of your crew. Thank you so much for joining me in the first episode of What is Cooking. I hope you liked the brownie recipe. Please comment down below if you want to let me know how much you liked it, or if you maybe have some questions still. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell so you would never miss a video. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.